Hey guys, so today I just want to make a very quick video here about a comment from ArchRed on my iPhone 5 concept video from January. He said, if it wasn't for the iPhone, none of us would have touch phone screens. Noob. Um, okay, so let me start off by saying that this is a false statement because touchscreens on devices has been here for a long ass time. It's been here since like the 90s, maybe even the 80s. But what Apple did in 2007 was that they brought a device over here, a very good device for that time that implemented multi-touch, so you can touch more things on the screen at the same time. And I think that was kind of insanely good marketing and kind of like a perfect timing to launch a product like that, and they made it very good. Okay, you shouldn't forget that Apple is very good at marketing and knows when they should like bring out a new product. And why they are so good at that is because they had one of these key people, Steve Jobs, that passed away last year. That was kind of boring because he was an amazing person. You should read his bio. I'm reading it right now. But okay, so don't get me wrong. I think Apple, they implemented very good in 2007, and I bought the iPhone 4S. But what I think that Apple has been doing lately is that they aren't as revolutionary right now as they were there in the beginning. I mean, if we compare the operating system as that we would have on a 2007 iPhone versus a iPhone 4S, I mean, the most people wouldn't like recognize that a big difference. And I think that kind of sucks because there's so many new cool things out. Like we have 4G, like we have all of these new awesome ways. We have widgets that you can't even use on an iPhone. I mean, I think that's kind of boring. Like why shouldn't I be able to use widgets? And that Apple don't like jailbreaking, Apple don't like freedom, that they don't get that many people want to customize their own products. And I think that kind of sucks with Apple. But as I said, don't get me wrong, competition is extremely good, and I don't think that Android would have been where it is right now if Apple wouldn't have start making phones and stuff like that. So yeah, and trust me, in the future we're gonna get some banana things. We're gonna get things that you can't even think in your head that we're gonna see, because the technology is moving forward so freaking fast. Yeah, I mean, just go back 200 years and bring them your Samsung Galaxy S2, or bring the king in that time, bring him your iPhone 4S or something like that, and show it to him and say that, yo man, in 200 years we're gonna get these products and I want gold, and you can see my cool other stuff that we're also gonna get. That you would get so much laid. Okay, you would be a pimp at that time, just because you're bringing iPhones and Galaxy S2s and all of these crazy phones to them, and you would even get laid with the king's woman. Okay, so that's kind of bananas. So I mean, just imagine 200 years from now, 200 years in the future. I mean, there's some sick things that's going to be out by then that you won't even be, you would be sad. You would be sorry because you're living right now. Okay, in 100 years, no one will know who you were, except maybe your future family, if you can't get a girl and get some kids. But I mean, you will be sad. Okay, if I would tell you what we're gonna see in the future, you would be so sad because you know what, you're never gonna see those products, and I'm not even gonna see those products either because we will all be dead. In the future, we're probably gonna get some, some cure so you can like live forever and all those crazy stuff. I mean, those things are probably real. We're probably gonna see crazy things like that. We're gonna probably go out and do sick stuff. Yeah. Okay, so kind of a deep video here, but what I just want to say here is that yes, we would have touch phone screens without Apple, okay? Because there are more smarter people out there. There are some smart ass people out there, but so many of these geeks that's extremely smart, they aren't good at marketing, and that was the cool thing about Steve Jobs, that was the leader in Apple, the CEO and everything. He was pretty smart, and he is very good at marketing, and marketing is very important. if you do know marketing and if you are smart, then you could go very far. If you're just a virgin nerd, then I mean you can get far. Okay, you can do awesome stuff. But if you want to bring in the real dough and the real cash and be famous and everything, you do need to know marketing. But yeah, again, what I just want to say here is we would have touch phone screens, but it would probably take a few more years if Apple wouldn't been here, because Apple is a big player. Okay. And don't get me wrong, I like iOS and Android, but I'm slowly starting to use Android more and more, because I think that they are having so many cool things. You can have cool transitions and everything like that. You can do so many things. I like the bigger screen. I think that the browsing experience is insane. Why I'm still using iOS is just because I still do believe that Apple is better at audio, like MP3 players and stuff like that. And I like to listen to loud music, so usually I have the volume like cranked up to like 80-90%. And when I do that on an iOS device, it get pretty loud and stuff like that, and I do like that. But if I do the same thing on my Samsung Galaxy Note or my Galaxy S2, it's not as loud, and it's not my headphones that's crappy or anything. They cost like $150. So I think that's the thing that Android needs to that they need to work a bit more on. And also, what else? Yeah, it's the battery. So the battery and the audio, that's something I am a little disappointed in Android. I'm not saying that it's bad or anything. I'm just a guy that I love perfect things. Okay, I love perfect things so much, and sometimes I also think that my Galaxy Note lags a little bit, but that is still because I'm running Android 2.3, and I do know that we're gonna get some crazy Android performance in the future with this new technology like Tegra 3. I think that this tablet that I'm using right now, the Transformer Prime with the quad-core processor, it's an insane Android experience. I mean, it's just like having an iPhone 4S and stuff like that. I mean, the normal person won't see a difference because you won't see any lag, and that's insane. I mean, this is just the future. I mean, just imagine next year. I mean, then we have quad core 2. We have, oh my god, we're gonna get so many crazy things, and so many software optimizations. And I mean, that's the key thing. When we get software optimization for these hardware like quad core and stuff like that, we're gonna get some banana products. And I bought my first iOS device in 2009, and it was running on iOS 3.1.3, I think. Yeah. And now when I'm using my iPhone 4S, that's okay, that's 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I bought my, or maybe I bought it 2010. Okay, so like 2-3 years ago, I bought my first iOS device, and when I go back and use it right now, I mean, it's the same shit as having an iPhone 4S. So I think it's a little sad that Apple's been doing so little to iOS, and people that use iOS. Have you ever used Android, and have you ever used a good Android product? Because I think that Android is still kind of fresh, and it's gonna be insanely big. It started to get good last year with some good quality high-end phones like the Galaxy S2 and probably some HTC devices. But what I've been seeing is, okay, first last year we got the first good quality Android smartphone, and this year we got the first good quality Android tablet. That was the Transformer Prime, because I've been seeing the Samsung Galaxy tabs and stuff like that, and they've been laggy as hell. Okay, I'm talking about real lag. And that's just because Android takes so much more memory and stuff like that. So I think that it's gonna be interesting to see what Apple's gonna do. Are they just gonna make a bigger screen and make it 4G speeds? Because I think it's getting a little boring. Because I love the widgets that I can have on my Android device. I just love them, and I just love the big screen. So I think that Apple's gonna first of all do that bigger screen. I don't think 4G is that a big deal. I still think that 3G with like 6 megabits up and down, that's I mean good for me. But if you're talking about watching video and stuff like that, I mean then you get those expensive data thingies. You know, you're gonna download so many megs, and it's gonna be a very expensive bill. So I'm still waiting for these, you know, unlimited thingies, like when you will be able to download so much that you possibly can, and maybe you pay like $100 every month, but then you will really like get to download everything. That's gonna be pretty insane, but that's gonna be 5G, and that's probably gonna be like 10 years from now. Okay, so very deep video. I can't keep this video short. I'm sorry, okay? I'm very sorry for that. But iPhone 5, I'm ready for it. Galaxy S3, I'm ready for it. LG X3 with quad core, you know, I'm ready for it. HTC's One X quad core smartphone, I'm ready for it. MVC next week, yeah, I'm ready for it. We're gonna get tons of devices. Okay, see.